Aren't you glad to see me?
Bored. I'm boreder than bored. I'm bored a llama dama ding dong bored.
Welcome to an all-new episode of Edable Ed. Hey everybody, happy Friday. How's it going?
Heaven is.
Oh man, I heard about that. Before we get this episode going, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Find all my links down below. On today's all-new episode of Edable Eds, I'm going to be making something really light and really delicious. So the other day, Mickey Munchies bought a bunch of apples. I mean, we love apples, don't get me wrong. We love apples over here. But she was like, what are we going to do with all these apples? And I said, I have an idea. I'm going to make something with the apples. So when she asked me what I was going to make, I had to think for a second because in that moment, I kind of bit off more than I can chew.
What do you mean by that?
But I'm Edable Ed, and I always got a plan.
Enlighten us now.
Yes, I have a plan.
We want to know how.
And so I decided to make a French apple cake. I recently heard about this French apple cake, and I was like, okay, I think I could put my spin on that. We're going to find out if Edable Ed can put his spin on some French apple cake. Now, French apple cake is literally just a really delicate, very airy sponge cake, and then it has huge chunks of apple, but the apple cooks down and it gets really soft. The texture is just really, really delicious. It's a little crisp on the outside, but it's soft on the inside. I mean, if you know me, I'm a textures guy, and this is right up my alley. I'm speaking Guyanese. This is right up my alley, so I'm going to stop talking and get baking on some delicious French apple cake.
Let's get this recipe going. I'm going to use two different kinds of apples for flavor and texture. The first apple is a Granny Smith apple because I love the sour flavor and more firm flesh. The other apple is a Honeycrisp because it's refreshing and sweet. Dice up your apples, chef. Slice and dice like Edable Ed by getting your hands on your own Nakano knife. Click the link below to level up your chef game. We're looking for a large dice on our apples. Squeeze in some lemon juice for flavor and to stop the apples from browning. Mix to combine. Next, we're going to add in a couple teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. The vinegar will help get the apples firm during baking and also cut through the sweetness of our finished cake. In a beautiful bowl, add in some 00 flour, baking powder, and kosher salt. Mix to combine. Set aside. In another beautiful bowl, add in some melted butter, white sugar, and some brown sugar. Mix to combine. Once smooth, add in a couple eggs, one at a time, until all kids are incorporated. Add in some orange whiskey to round out our apple flavor with a citrus punch. Yum. Mix to combine. Add in some pure vanilla bean paste and our secret ingredient, some almond extract. Mix to combine. Add in our flour mixture a little bit at a time so we don't overmix our batter. The last bit of flour should be folded in gently. How about them apples, chef? Gently fold in your apples and mix to combine. Spray your baking vessel with some butter spray. Batter up, actually batter in. Tap out the air pockets. Bake in a 350-degree preheated oven for about 45 minutes. I forgot to mention that I added a layer of white sugar on top of the cake before baking to create a sugary crust on top. Bye, I love you.
Many minutes later.
Oh man, look at that thing. Let cool for about 30 minutes. 13 minutes later. Will you look at that? Holy smokes, that looks delicious. Finish with a sprinkle of powdered sugar. Who's ready to eat? I'm ready to eat. Let's eat it with someone.
Still, these are too big. Oh, 1 second. Hello? No, you got the wrong number. No, you got the wrong number. I didn't call you.
Hey dude, sorry that didn't go the way you wanted to, but
Okay.
I have something delicious.
That always makes my day better.
You ready for some Emma bites?
Please.
Yeah.
It's really good, like, can't explain it. You can taste the balance. The apples are not too sweet, too sour. It's amazing, it's fluffy, it's soft. It's so fluffy! It's buttery, it's runny. It's good, and I want you guys to find out for yourself because I want you guys to learn and be like, wow, Edable Ed is amazing. Wow. It's perfect to make with your family. I mean, it's a warm, loving recipe. If you're a grandparent, it's great for your grandchildren or your children. If you're a parent, it's great for your kids. If you're a kid, you should make it with your family. Or if you're by yourself, you can make it for yourself, or you could share with your neighbors. Trust me, you still can't juggle. No, you're bananas. I told you not to call me. Miss Sally Walker thinks she knows everything. Bye! Have a great rest of the week. No, Sally, I said you're a banana.
Who's ready for some Ed bites? Whoa! Holy smokes, everybody. Check out my French apple cake. Who's ready for some Ed bites? Yeah! Now guys, I'm really sorry. That's really unfair of me that I did that because that thing is delicious. Now look, I never fancied myself a baker. I'm gonna toot my own horn, toot toot, because that thing is delicious. It is very airy and just light as a pillow. But then you run into those delicious apples, the little secret ingredient that I got in there that just gives a little is the almond extract. You get a little nuttiness, which is crazy because this cake will make you go nuts.
Well, you better chase me then, brother. I'm nuttier than a fruitcake.
Thanks for watching this all new episode of Edable Ed. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. I love you, and you'll love me even more after eating that delicious French apple cake. And I will see you here next week. Bye, everybody. Thanks for getting all French with me. Oh, you see that?
Dad, that was good.
Thanks, dude.
How did you do that?
I don't know. Magic. Come on, camera, catch me. Check out my Instagram. I'm always coasting. I'm not always coasting cool stuff. I'm always posting cool stuff. Make sure to check that out.
It's crazy how I sound here and then I sound there like...
There's rum in there too.
That's why I was acting crazy, because I had some on Friday or Thursday or whenever. Oh.